Hi everyone and good evening. It's Tuesday night. I'm here live and ready to show you another great card. I've got my hair up today. It's so muggy out today. I don't know about you guys, but I am just, it's really muggy out here in Vancouver. Great day today, really warm, but a little bit rainy, so it's kind of fun. So I'm just gonna wait a second and see again if I actually come up on my Facebook. I don't know. It didn't work last time for me. It's not working again. Not sure what I'm doing wrong. Anyway, I'm here. Anyway, I have an exciting project to show you. I'm going to answer the question for you. Well, a question that I have gotten for the last 17 or 18 years of stamping, and a lot of people say to me this. It's not really a question, but they say, oh, you're so creative and you're so crafty and you've got some great ideas, and how do you come up with those ideas and stuff like that? So I'm going to show you how you too can be super creative, and you too can have people saying how creative you are. It's a huge secret. So I'm going to share that with you after I show you what we're going to make. So I'm going to move my camera to my desktop and I'm going to flip this around. Let me see. All right. So flip this down to my desk. Pop up. Hi, Brenda. Thanks for watching. I can see you on my phone, but as soon as I sit down, I won't be able to see you anymore because I can't get my comments to come up on my iPad. Okay, anyway, if you guys have questions, just let me know and I'll answer them after. So, I'm going to do prize Peony again. I know I did this the other night, but I did it using the dies, and we made the actual Peony, right, with the dies. So tonight I'm going to stamp with prized Peony. Now, I actually haven't put the card together yet. I do know what I want to do, and I have the image in my head, but I've prepared a little bit, but I haven't actually done it. So let's get started. I'm going to use gray granite again. I'm just in love with this week, so I'll use it till I don't like it anymore. All right, so first things first. Actually, I'm going to take this image and we're going to stamp that tonight on some Whisper white using some Memento. Oh, there I am. Well, I can see comments now. Yay. All right, let's take my Memento and let's take this Peony. So I'm going to color this with blends. So you want to use the Tuxedo Black Memento, and it won't smudge when you color it with blends. Okay, so we're going to do that. I've taken the two leaves and I put it on one block, and I'm going to stamp that twice because I want 3 leaves. And I'm going to bring in all my blends. This is a super easy image to color. I'm not going to use the light daffodil. What's this one? Oh, got more colors than I wanted. Okay, this is the dark daffodil. So let's take the dark daffodil and just color in the center a little bit, just like that. Put that away. Petal pink, light petal pink. I'm saying this is a super easy to color because this flower already has all the shading in here, and usually when you do, well, blends, you can make some really nice shades with the markers themselves, but you don't really have to with this one because it's kind of all in there for you. But we will a little bit. I'm just going to throw in what I call the first layer of color with the light. Just toss it in there really fast, like that. Da, 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 da. Okay, and then you're going to take your dark, it's right here, and just accent. Oh, look what I did. I used the light. I used the dark thinking it was the light, and the light, no, look it, I have 2 light petal pinks. Something's wrong in my world. Good grief. Something's wrong in my world. Let me go see what I can, where my dark went. But, you know, I can correct this if I can't find the dark one. Good night. Here's my dark. That's kind of funny. I always buy, well, last year you could get these as singles, and so I would always buy 2 lights to 1 dark because I go through the light far faster than I go through the dark. Sadly, this year you have to buy it as a combo pack, so now you have to get the light and the dark together for $12, which personally I find a little bit disappointing, but that's okay. We'll all get over it, right? All right, now I'm going in with my dark. I hope this picks up on camera. Can you see what I'm doing? I just noticed maybe you can't see what I'm doing, or can you? No, you can. Okay, sorry, had a moment. All right, so I'm just gonna go over these dark shadows with the darker. Now that you know what, I did this earlier and I thought, boy, those 2 colors don't look very different. Yeah, no kidding, because I was using both light colors. Well, such is life sometimes, right? All right, so there you can see if I just do the dark, adding a little shadow where there's already a shadow, and I'm not being fussy or picky about this, I am throwing it in, like just throwing it in. And you can kind of see the variations. In fact, I kind of like this one better than I did earlier. Ah, that's how it goes too. So there you go. Just like that. I do, and I'm not going to do it on this one because I like this one a lot, but I was just going to talk briefly about this little pen, which is the color lifter, which is more or less pushes color away. Maybe I'll do it on one of these green ones. We're going to use Old Olive because it'll show up better and I can explain it. Let's take this as dark Old Olive, and I'm just going to go over these shadows really quick. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Just where all those dark spots are, just use what the artist already put in there for you. That's what makes it so easy. And this particular flower especially, there's quite a bit of dark shadows in here, so just mimic it with color. You've got a black and white image there, but you can easily follow the shading. All right, here is the light. I'm just gonna throw that in there. Just scribble. This is what I love about blends. You don't have to worry about the lines. I mean, literally scribble in there. Go over top, blend it in, just like that. We'll do one more. Turn it around. I don't know why, just had to turn it around. Had to start at the fat end first. It's just how my brain works, I guess. All right. I mean, how easy was that? That didn't take me very long, did it? So if I wanted to, like I said, I'm not going to on this one. I am going to show you on one of these petals that if I were to color this, what it's going to do is actually, it pushes the ink away. Do you see how that changed? It almost gives it a kind of a bleach look in a sense, but what it's really done, it hasn't put any color in the tip here. It's just pushed the alcohol away. So what you can do with that, if you're doing an image like, I'm going to bring in this goat, because I did this goat the other day, and I just used granite gray on here, and I kind of had, it was not really shaded enough for me, and I just took this and I literally, like, I just don't even think, I just slopped it in there so it looked like I had sort of varying degrees of light, really. It's kind of what it ended up looking like. So this is always fun to have if you've got blends and you don't have the color lifter. You can have a lot of fun and do a lot of things with it. So I would get one if I were you. Anyway, I'm not going to fussy cut this out in front of you because that would just take too long. So I already did one earlier today, even though I like how I colored this one better, because this one, I thought I was playing with a light and a dark. Clearly, I was playing with two lights, and this is why I couldn't figure out why it wasn't working well. So why don't I just change it? I'll just go back in with some dark. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Can you believe it? My goodness. I wasn't paying attention to my colors. There. I think that looks much better. Just add a little, just go over all the dark shadows, and then you get light shadows, dark shadows. Looks much better. I like it. Much better. All right. Anyway, I've cut that out already, obviously. Here's my leaves. I've got 1, 2, I've got 3. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Let's put this together. I'm going to take some gray granite cardstock, just your typical fold, 8.5 by 5.5. Fold that in half. I've taken some of the Garden Peony designer paper and I've cut it to the same size as the front, and I'm just going to glue that down just like this. Tombow glue, edge to edge, some in the middle. You don't need a lot. This stuff is really quite sticky and it dries pretty fast, so you don't need a whole lot. It goes a long way. So, but you don't have that much time to slide it around, so make sure you got it where you want it. All right, so that's what the front is going to look like. Now let's put this away so I don't get ink all over my fingers, because that's the other thing I always do, get inky fingers. All right, so I'm going to bring in the Dainty Diamonds 3D embossing folder, and I'm going to run it through just some Whisper white, and I have my Big Shot right next to me here. And put that in there. I'm gonna put this big thing into the picture. All right, let's put that through just like that. Now I'm doing it this way. I'm going to put this through, and then I'm going to take this square stitched, I think it's just from, what's it called? Stitched, not stitched squares. It's stitched framelits. I think that's just what it's called. So I've embossed it first, and I'm going to run it through again, and I'm going to cut it out. You can do it the opposite way, which I did try earlier, but I'll show you why I didn't like that in a second. Let me just cut this out first. Cut this out. Okay. Put this down. Is that straight? Now, the reason I like doing it this way, and you can do it however way you want. I did it this way because, and it will flatten your embossing a little bit, but when I did it the other way, these little stitch lines kind of disappeared. They got filled in a little, and then you couldn't see that it was stitched. So you can do it the other way around. I just like doing it this way. My preference. And you may have your own preference. Okay, so that's going to be part of our design. This is going to be part of our design. And I'm going to bring in some gray, dark gray. I can't think tonight. It must be nighttime. I can't think. I'll think basic gray. Oh, thank you, brain. Okay, I'm going to go on the 1 inch because I'm going to use my triple banner punch that has 3 different sizes. This isn't new. This is came out last year, and I think we've got 1 inch to 2 inches in there. So I'm going to do it 1 inch. I'm going to cut a little strip here. Put that through. And go through my punch. And I'd always like to turn it over just to make sure that I am exactly where I want to be. Make sure that's not locked. That would help. And okay, I schmucked it up. Oh, there we go. Perfect. That's going to go here, and it might be a bit long. I think it's a bit long, so I might cut off. I don't know. A little bit. What's a little bit? I don't know. Just a little bit. There. That's what I want. All right. I'm going to bring in some Whisper White ink. I would actually probably heat emboss this, but I don't want to do that on camera. Because my plug is behind me and I didn't want to have to set that up. So I'm using a white pigment ink, and if you're new to Stampin' Up! Stampin' Up! Actually used to have all dyes and pigment inks. Dye is a water-based, and pigment is pigment. So, but anyway, they don't have the pigment dyes anymore, inks. They just have the white one, which you can do a lot of things with. Believe it or not, a lot of chalk type cards you can do with the white. Lots of stuff. Okay, so if I were to do this again, and I probably will, I would probably emboss that and pop it up. Kind of makes it a little nicer. Now, be careful because the pigment doesn't dry immediately, so keep your little fingers away so it doesn't get smudged. So let's put this down. Let's put this aside. Let's take this and add this to the card front, just like. So did you see my videos, the playful pets? I think I posted that today, my all-time favorite. There's literally, I have so much fun stuff to play with. I don't know what to play with. I have tons of ideas, which I should probably write down, because don't you do what I do? You get an idea in your head and you order stuff, and then it comes like 10 days later and you go, I can't even remember what I was going to do with that. I had an idea, but I don't remember what it was. Yeah, well, we all do that. So I'm going to dry fit this. I'm just going to, let's just kind of leave it there for a second so we can place our leaves. Just see where we want them. Let's see. Maybe we do one there. Maybe we fill this little gap over here. Maybe like that. Okay, so that's kind of like I like it. So take that off. Gently pick this up. Keep in mind where it was. Put that down. Another one. You see, that's a pretty scant amount of glue on there. You really don't need a whole lot with the Tombow, which I quite like. You don't want to, this is a brand new bottle, and I tell you, if I squeeze it, it'll come out running. So I'm trying to gently coax it out. All right. Okay, so there are my leaves, and now I can put this down. Oh, I see I might have a problem. Let me think. Let me think. This is the first time I'm putting this card together. Like I said, I had it in my mind. I'm going to cover that corner right up. So I'm going to do it like that. Okay. I'm going to bring this in. I wanted it to go under the leaf. That's okay. I'll gently coax it up. There we go. Gently coax it. And I'll do that. Okay, so that's what I want. And then I'm going to take some fun Faceted Gems. And we're going to fancy up this card just a little bit. Okay, just like that. Put the leaf back down. And then we're going to take some fun Elegant Faceted Gems. This is all part of the suite that I showed the other night. If you buy the entire suite, these are the pieces that you get. So I'm going to use the white ones, or clear. I guess they're clear, they're not white, right? Clear. I'm just going to pop. So do you remember earlier, I don't know if you caught the first few minutes of my video, but I said that I get a question asked a lot. I've been doing this for 18 years now. And a lot of people tell me how creative I am. And I think everybody that does cards is creative, but it's kind of funny when people don't know how you get your ideas. And so I'm going to tell you a huge secret. Really, really, really big secret that no one else is going to tell you. Well, maybe they'll tell you. If they're nice to you, they'll tell you. All right, there's my card. Okay, now I'm going to tell you my big secret for being creative on this card. And if you figured it out already, then good for you. But if you haven't, then there you go. All I did was case the card on page 83 of the catalog. So lie in focus. Here's the card right here. Now it's funny because I didn't really know that. Well, this is actually a 4x4 card, but if you look really closely, and it took me a while to figure this out, that's actually DSP paper on the back. But my whole point to you guys is this. This is called case. Case just means copy and share everything. So those of you that are new, you might hear that in the industry quite a bit, that, oh, I cased a card I found on Pinterest or whatever. This is what casing is. And if you have a stamp set in your repertoire of stamps at home and you don't know what to do with it, quite literally take your catalog and just flip the pages. You don't have to use these same images. This could be any image. Quite frankly, this could be the, you know, this could be the goat, quite frankly, or be something else. It's just, you know, look at these cards in the catalog as your templates, and you will be full of creative ideas, and you don't really have to go far or think hard to put things together. So that's my big secret for you for today. And in fact, years ago when I started in 2002, this used to say ideas and Stampin' Up! Catalog. It always had ideas up at the top. In fact, they sold the catalog as an idea book years and years ago. So I'm just reminding you guys of that, because there are tons of ideas in here, and you don't have to have this stamp set to use this card. You just use whatever you have, and you pick something in here, a layout that fits the images that you have at home. So I hope that helped you guys, and then I think that's all I have to say for tonight. If you have any questions, just post them, and I will answer them when I get off of this live. So thanks again for watching. I'll be back on Thursday at 7 o'clock. Don't ask me what I'm doing. I haven't decided yet, but I'll probably be playing with my goats or pampered pets. That's the idea. So we'll see you guys on Thursday night. Thanks for watching.